Good afternoon, everybody. It's December 26, 2021. Here we are with jewelry jar number 8. Well, let's open this one up and see what we have. The last jar, number 7, was the most amazing jewelry jar I have ever had. I'll link that video in the top right hand corner if you guys haven't seen that yet. Okay, here we go. This time I'll make sure to check the back of the tape from the jar. The last jewelry jar, there was a Tiffany & Company piece stuck to the back of the tape that had been sitting beside me the whole time I was filming the video, and I didn't even see it until I got up to go get my gem tester. That was just shocking, and then it even got better after that. But let's see what we have. I'm going to turn off my little GoPro here for a second and lay all this out. Hello everybody, I am back. We started to lose a lot of light here in Los Angeles. I tried to film some of this for you guys, but the lighting was just too poor. So I'm going to give it a second try here. I've got my little helper, Ableu Kinsley. There he goes. He has been into everything today. This is quite an interesting jar. I only spent $24.99. Well, actually that was the price, was $24.99. But I managed to get the 15% discount. And so the total cost of this jar was actually, let me check my notes here, $21.24. And for $21.24, I definitely think that we have enough pieces to at least, at the very least, make our money back. There's a piece here that I haven't been able to identify yet. I put it up on a Facebook group, a private group, just to try to identify the stones. They definitely feel like they are fall stones. They are made of glass, but they're on a nice little junk jewelry setting, and they might actually be worth something. I'm just waiting to see how many people respond to my post, and we'll find out at a later time what these are. They're quite pretty though. I also found some really pretty earrings, but sadly a few of the stones are missing and one of the backings is missing on one of the earrings, but they're just little fob ruby earrings with either rhinestones or ZZs, and they could have been nice if they had not been broken. What was a surprise to me is to find this piece over here. This is a vintage scarf holder. It is made by Lord & Taylor. It's actually marked on the back. I did a little research and found out that this piece on the back is called a slide. And it's used as a scarf holder, scarf buckle, slide buckle. There are different names for it. But it's rhinestones, and it's quite heavy, and definitely vintage. I think that this might actually be worth some money here. This may be the biggest piece that we have out of this jar. There's not a big market for this old vintage Lord & Taylor pieces, but definitely signed, definitely vintage, very pretty, very chunky. I think that will be one of our best pieces. Of course, I've also got the typical junk pearl, junk beads, junk bangle bracelets, but there are quite a few little charm bracelets in this. There's this one is not silver, but looks like maybe pewter. Not really sure, but nice little charm bracelet. There's also a kid's charm bracelet in here from a company called Charm It, and that's actually a signed piece. But it's like kids jewelry, like, you know, I liken it to like something you might get from Claire's. So that's probably $5 or $10. And it won't take much to make the money back, since the jar, the final cost was only $21 and change. There was also an origami owl pendant locket. It's got 3 charms inside. Don't know if you can see these on this camera, but the charms inside are a little mini pair of scissors, a horseshoe, and like a little pink cuckoo bird. They're pretty cute. These, they do quite well. Even though they're just on a junk chain, probably 15-20 bucks for that. So I'm happy about that. I've got the filigree, there's a filigree bracelet. That's another probably 15-20 bucks. It's got the multicolored rhinestones in it. It's also a signed piece. Never heard of the maker, but it's signed. So I'll definitely be listing the brass filigree bracelet with the multicolored stones. I'll also probably be listing the Lord & Taylor scarf holder with a slide on the back. That's signed. Once I know what this is, I think I will put this up. I might put it up on multiple platforms such as eBay, Depop, and Mercari, just to see where it goes. There was also a weird, I don't know what this is. It's a pendant on a necklace, but it looks like a pair of antique scissors. I put it in front of Google Lens and I'm not getting any matches. There could have been a cute little costume jewelry ring here, but as you can see, the stone fell out. There's a little glue mark on the back where it was sitting in this previously. So I guess I need some sort of jeweler's glue, but not important. There's also this little pendant that has little lockets on it. Obviously it's just costume junk jewelry, but it's kind of a brassy tone, and it's got the 3 pendants. One is a dark gray, and actually there's 4 pendants. 3 are a brass gold color, and then one is the dark gray in the shape of a heart. So that might be a little something. And then I've got some yellow bangles. I get a lot of these. They've got little rhinestones in them. I get them in almost every single jar. I'm not really into that, but I'll put that in a large jewelry lot. When I get a lot of this, when I get about 8 to 10 pounds, I'll put it in a big giant lot, and I'll just list it at auction so that, you know, somebody can buy it for around, you know, 15-20 bucks, and they can get, you know, several hundred pieces to work with. There's a little necklace here. It's not signed. It's not on a fine chain or anything, but they're like little flowers, and there's a nice pearl that's in the centerpiece. It's pretty nice. There's like a little dragonfly, several little flowers, little colored gemstones. That might be worth something. I also have, of course, the typical, the shells. I always get shells, and I get faux pearls. I mean, that just happens in almost every jar. But other than that, like I said, there's just a few pieces here that I think might be worth something. But I will keep everybody appraised on how the sales are going. The jar 7, which is linked at the beginning of this video, I have the pieces currently listed. I have the Tiffany & Company piece. It's getting a lot of interest. I have the Italian designer piece, the Brunello Cucinelli. I've already had an offer from Canada for $165 for that, but I'm going to let the auction ride it out. The auction starts at $150, so if anybody's interested, go to my eBay store and take a look at that auction. I've also got the Michael Kors pieces, or the Michael Kors pendant piece listed on several platforms. That's at $75, so I think I'm going to do quite well with that jar. That jar is going to cover just about the expense of every single jar I've ever bought. So we'll see where this one goes. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, you can even give me a thumbs down. Remember, I am just a beginner. I am not an expert at this YouTube filming, nor am I an expert at costume jewelry, but I have to say that I have learned something new with almost every jar that I've done. I've also had viewers that have written in and helped me identify pieces sometimes, so that's really nice. If somebody wants to write in and tell me in the comments what something is, or if somebody would like to purchase something, just contact me. And for now, that'll be it. Have a good night, everybody.